Good evening. Dawn back to work on the Mighty Dodge. I hope you're doing well. We got some work to do on the Mighty Dodge 1999 Rodeo Adventure running rig. It's got the 360 5.9 liter V8. Valve covers are leaking, and I've got some new ones, but I'll show you what I got going on here. You can see down in there. Let me get a light over here. You can see they're pretty greasy down in there on both sides. So I need to, and I got Velcro gaskets. We're gonna put those on. This side's kind of greasy. Kind of smell a little bit of oil after you've been driving a while. It ain't bad, but let's fix it before it gets bad. So give me a hand. Let's get to work on this. I'm gonna need some help. I've got some cleaner here and an air. I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna try to clean everything up before I take it apart, so as little dirt as possible falls down into the motor. The motor's cooled off. I'm spraying some parts cleaner in here. Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's cleaning up very good, but I got an air blower here. Let me see what I can do. All right. Looks like I need to take some of these hoses that are zip tied out of the way here. I got some new zip ties. All right. Get stuff to move out of the way. It's like a throttle cable and I don't know what else, but to work with it, kind of get stuff pulled out of the way a little bit there. That'll help hold that back. Let's see here. The master cylinder back in here. Get that hose off of there. There's a right there. It's supposed to be a special pair of pliers, but I don't have them. Okay. Boy, she's there, kind of welded on there. All right, that'll be good. breather. It ain't gonna work there. I thought I saw the whole thing kind of lift up when I blew on it. So I think it's loose here. Let's see what happens. Let's see here. Fuel injector wires and sensor crud. I don't know. She's a little on me. Motor runs pretty nice in this. I want to take good care of things here. Looks like the spark plug wires are just plenty of. There it goes. Yep. She's pretty dirty. Plenty dirty here. We got a parts washer. Let's see here how this can go. Let me clean my hands up just a little and put on some gloves so I don't soak up parts washer. She's dirty, all right. Oh, well, that wasn't. I thought it was going to come off in bits and pieces. Let's see what we got. That's where she was. I threw the new gasket down. You can see it's thrown down. I put a couple bolts in it just to kind of hold it in place a little bit. I added just a little bit of silicone because I don't want to do this twice. So I put some Permatex on it and cleaned everything like mad. So go again. Spark plugs out of the way. Spark plug wires. It is. She's a little ornery. She's a whole lot ornery. Okay. See if I can get a bolt or two started. All right. You can see there. I got it set to 9. Good evening. It's another day. It got late last night and I went home. I got one side done. You'll see the valve covers in there all nice and clean and good. Hoses hooked back up. We still got the other side to do. So I think it'll go a lot quicker, but I kind of have a way how I'm doing it figured out. Another valve cover gasket, and this gasket here goes underneath between this cold air intake and the throttle body, right in there. It was $3.50 or something at O'Reilly's. So I'm going to disturb it to get at that valve cover, so I got a new one. And so just a few things. And there. The other side turned out real well. It just got late, and I hauled up, went home, got some rest. So I'm gonna cut this zip tie. There. That'll give me more room. Okay. Yeah. All right. I got the gasket came with the valve cover, and she's plenty shot. Okay, we got a new one. We need to do the cleanup. All right, I'm going to take this over to the parts washer and get to work on that. And I think the motor's kind of dirty on the inside myself. Well, it's not horrid, it's just not. The inside of that valve cover is a disaster, so I'm going to go clean on that for a while. And I'll get this cleaned up. I'll be right back. So I clean and clean and clean stuff. The engine's pretty dirty on the inside, I think. I don't know. But I'm going to get this down in there. I spent a lot of time cleaning this, and let's see if we can get this in there very carefully without knocking any dirt, anything like that. Down there on it. There it goes. Okay. All right, let's see, make sure that nothing's on there. Okay. Back to work here. There was one of those little guides that was caught in the gasket, but I got it out of there. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah, things are, there it goes. All right, we got the pickup done. Let's look under the hood before we start it. One more time. I left the light back here. We did both valve cover gaskets. Man, it turned out to be a bigger job than I thought. Sometimes it goes easier. But you can see it's all clean in there. And I put the cold air intake all back on over here. Put a new gasket underneath between the valve body and the cold air intake where it goes in there. I had one more little detail that's kind of neat. You can look down here, you can see those battery terminals sticking out. That's where the winch is going to hook on. I bought a battery with both top and side terminals, and the winch is going to hook on here, and then there's going to be a disconnect, and then the wiring, the cables will hook on there. That's pretty neat. A few more things. Everything looks pretty good. Let's go start it. Let's go, as they would say, let's go put the fire in it. We're ready to put the fire in it. Okay. See if anything wrench got left somewhere or something. No. Boy, it sounds good. Yeah, yes, right on. We're ready for a test drive. All right, sister and I driving the pickup a little after all the work. You know, a valve cover gasket's not really a mechanical failure if it doesn't, you know, exactly work for you, but it's a real bummer. Make a mess, and well, the oils, you know, if it gets all over your spark plug wires, it'll eventually kind of make them gummy, you know. And we need things to work good. Out here in Wyoming, it gets really rural and really western for us sometimes, and we need things to work. So so we comb things over pretty close, and just making a mess under there. Get it right, and it's working nice. You know, you take a lot of things apart and you plug them all back in, and hoses and different things. So a test drive, make sure you got everything right. The valve covers are all sealed up really good, and you have to like that. I hate oil leaks. So sister and I, we took it for a little test drive, and it's working good, right? Yeah. Well, I hope your projects work well for you. You have a good evening. Bye now.